Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello KONSEP 2024. My name is Dr. Muhammad Nazri and I'll be representing my team K116 in sharing our finding for the research entitled Knowledge and Perception of Generic Medication among final year diploma in pharmacy students in Malaysia, a cross-sectional survey. My team includes Dr. Muhammad Izani Othman, Ms. Nurul Alia Ibrahim and Dr. Suraya Sulaiman. In this extended presentation, we'll delve into the methodology, key finding and implication of our recent survey. Our goal is to understand how well these assistant pharmacists and future pharmacists are prepared to handle generic medication and what can be done to improve their education and practice. Firstly, let's begin with a brief overview of original drug formulation and the clinical trial process. Developing a new drug from an original idea to a finished product is a complex process and can take 12 to 15 years and cost over $1 billion. This process involves several key stages like target identification, validation, assay development, high throughput screening, hit identification, lead optimization, and selection of a candidate molecule for clinical development. Once a promising candidate is identified, the drug undergoes rigorous testing through clinical trials, which are divided into three phases: phase 1, 2, and 3. Phase 1 is a test on the safety of the drug in a small, healthy volunteer. Phase 2, in short, explores the drug's efficacy and side effect in a larger group of people who have conditions that the drug is intended to treat. And phase 3 confirms the drug effectiveness, monitors the side effects, and compares it to commonly used treatment in a larger group of patients. So basically, it requires time, it requires effort, and it requires lots and lots of fundings. Now let's talk about generic medication. Generic medication refers to pharmaceutical products that closely resembles their branded counterpart or the originator products in various aspects, including dosage forms, safety, strength, route of administration, quality, performance characteristics, and the intended use. These medications achieve the same bioequivalent as their brand name counterparts, thus offering equivalent clinical benefit and being interchangeable with the originator product. Generic medication plays a crucial role in healthcare system by providing cost-effective alternatives to branded drugs, thus improving access to essential medication. They must meet rigorous standards set by regulatory authorities to ensure their safety, efficacy, and quality. In Malaysia, the regulation and approval of generic medication are overseen by the National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency, or NPRA in short. The NPRA ensures that generic medication meet the required standards of safety, quality, and efficacy. To obtain NPRA approval, a pharmaceutical manufacturing company must comply with the guidelines such as the Drug Registration Guidance Document, the RGD, and Appendix 5 guideline on the registration of generics, which are in accordance with the legal requirement of the Sales of Drug Act 1952 and the Control of Drugs and Cosmetic Regulation 1984. Let's transition to the methodology of our study. We conducted a survey among 107 final year pharmacy students using self-administered online questionnaire. The survey comprises of 4 sections. Section 1 being the demographic data, which consists of gender, age, the semester the students are in, the nationality as well as internship location. Question 2 comprises of a series of 10 questions on knowledge, which is assessed through the Likert scale, from 1 being disagree and 5 being strongly agree. Section 3 is on perception. Again, 10 questions using Likert scale of 1 to 5. And section 4 is an open-ended question section which the student can provide insight on knowledge, on enhancing knowledge and perception of generic medication. All in all, our respondents were primarily female, with 79% of the participants identifying as such. The age distribution showed that the majority of students were 21 years old, representing 90% of the total respondents. Students were completing their internship at 13 different hospitals across Malaysia. The hospital with the highest number is HASA, or Hospital Sultan Abdullah, also UiTM, and Hospital Raja Permaisuri Zainab II, each having 18 students, which is accounting for 17% of the total respondent. The number is followed by Hospital Chancellor Tunku Mukhris with 13 students, or 12%, and the least number of students came from Hospital Raja Permaisuri Bainun and Hospital Sultanah Nora Ismail, each constituting of 3% of the total respondent. When we look into the knowledge section, the average mean score of the 10 question was 3.62 with a standard deviation of 0.537, indicating that most of the students generally have good understanding of generic medication. Here are some of the key points. Firstly, in terms of efficacy, the student agreed that the generic medication have same efficacy as branded medication. A particularly notable finding is related to the statement on the quality of generic medication. The mean response was neutral, indicating uncertainty among students whether generic medication has better quality than brand medication or vice versa. Similarly, in statement 3 of the knowledge section, the student also showed uncertainty in terms of side effect of generic medication. This suggests that there is a need for further education to clarify the quality standards and regulatory process that ensures safety and efficacy of generic medications. When we look at the perception section, the average score was 3.56 with a standard deviation of 0.516, suggesting a positive view of generic medication among the students. Here are some of the insights. A majority of the students have received training in generic medication, which positively influenced their perception, and in terms of confidence and recommendation, students showed confidence in using and recommending generic medication. There are 3 questions where the student felt neutral in terms of perspective towards generic medication. Firstly, in question number 3 and question number 4, where the students are confused between both generic and brand names, as well as they feel wrong, whether they feel wrong or not in prescribing or taking a brand name over generic medication. So they are unsure about those 2 parameters. Also in question number 9, where the student also are unsure on the length of treatment, which is supposed to be the same in terms of generic and branded name or originator product. So to conclude, the average mean score again for knowledge was 3.62 with a standard deviation of 0.537, indicating a generally good understanding of generic medications. While for the perception, it was 3.56 with a standard deviation of 0.516, again leaning towards a positive attitude towards generic medication. In conclusion, our study reveals that final year pharmacy students in Malaysia positive good attitude and positive perception on generic medication. However, there is room for improvement in areas such as differentiating between generic and brand name and understanding the potential side effect. Enhancing education and awareness about generic medication will better equip future pharmacists and future assistant pharmacists alike to make informed decisions and ultimately benefiting patients in the healthcare system. Thank you for watching this presentation. We hope it provides valuable insight into the perception and knowledge of pharmacy students regarding generic medication. If you have any question or need for further information, please feel free to ask me a question after this presentation. Have a great day. Bye.